Yeah, it's ZayTheGOAT and I just jumped off the porch with dirty glove bastards. Let's go.
Hey, I had to jump off the porch. I had to show all my niggas the way. I had to carry the torch. I ain't reached for time.
All right, today we got ZayTheGOAT off the porch with us today.
Hey. I had to jump off the porch. I had to show all my people the way. I had to carry the torch. Let's go. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, okay. We can tell. What you out here working on in Atlanta, gang?
Man, I got a pool party tomorrow. My boy Rail, he been linking with this videographer. We might mess around and go pull up on Nudie or something.
Okay.
So they supposed to be shooting video. We supposed to go rock with them, see what's up. But other than that, we just enjoying the vibe. We really came out here for this. This is the most important for real, for real.
Oh, that's solid.
Shout out off the porch.
Shout out Zay.
Yeah.
How does it compare working out here versus working back at home?
You ain't gotta worry about nothing for real. It's more like you just focus on you. Like everything just tunnel vision. You ain't gotta look over your shoulder. You ain't gotta worry about drama that you got going on at home, whether it's with family, streets, whatever the case may be. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Just focus.
Yeah. What's the life like growing up in North Carolina for those who don't know?
It's different. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of everything. You got a whole bunch of real niggas out here that's getting money. Then you got a whole bunch of fake niggas acting like they getting money and flexing. You got a whole bunch of females out here that's bad and beautiful and on their shit. Then you got the other females that's out here, you feel me, doing anything to get money. So, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. But one thing I could say that's different about Charlotte is that we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like people that's really from Charlotte don't give a fuck about nothing, like at all.
How would you describe your childhood growing up in Charlotte?
Musical. I was always into music, like from the start. So it was like, for me, it was just like something. It was like walking. Something I was just gonna eventually end up doing anyway. You feel me?
Straight up. When would you say you jumped off the porch?
Probably when I was like, when I first started smoking weed, for real, I was halfway out the porch, probably about 8th grade, but my freshman year, high school, that's probably when I really jumped off the porch.
Yeah. What would you say is the biggest life lessons you learned growing up?
The biggest life lessons I done learned, accept people for who they are. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, know that if it's a snake, that person gonna bite you. If that person a thief, they gonna steal from you. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing people gonna be who they showed you they are.
No, for real. When would you say you started making music?
Well, long ass time ago. I was writing. I don't even write no more. So it's like now, it's crazy because I really want to say it's probably been a good little 7, 8 years, but I took it serious like my sophomore, junior year of high school.
Yeah. What motivated you to take it serious?
Well, that was what really motivated me to take it serious was I was in college. I had made the song for the school. This is before social currency, before my dad, you know what I'm saying, before any of that. Like, I had made a song for the schools, the NCCU anthem. They ain't had no curse words in it or nothing, and it was about the school. I got the school behind it, and they started playing it down there in Durham in the radio. And what messed me up was I had left the show crying one day because they knew the words of my song, and it was just like it was different. Like I ain't never felt that before. Ever since then, I was like, oh yeah, I could do this.
Oh, that's hard. So at that moment, you know what I'm saying, you got fans, you got people recognizing your talent. But now, a lot of people do not know King Carter's your father, which is the musical man himself. So how did you learn, you know what I'm saying, okay, get the game from my dad, you know what I'm saying, and apply it to my own life?
See, one thing I learned was, that was automatic. Like, that was something that I already knew. My big thing was to separate oh, that's your dad. Like, I wanted every time niggas know me, I don't want you to see me and be like, oh, what's up? Oh, you Carter's son. Oh, you know. Like, any nigga that do that, bro, I cancel that shit out. Like, nah, bro, I'm ZayTheGOAT before I'm any of that shit. Yeah. So, like, if you don't say ZayTheGOAT, bro, I'm not even gonna respect how that shit come off. You feel me? Like, cause I done built so much groundwork without him to even get his attention to even fuck with me and focus for real, and that's my dad. You see what I'm saying? So that shit is different.
What was it about you that made your dad tap in and be like, yo, my son got this shit on lock?
Cause I'm working harder than all these niggas out here, even the niggas he done signed, even or you know what I'm saying, pushing or going harder than, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect to them, cause they hard, they doing their thing, but I'm the motherfucking GOAT, you feel me, straight up.
Straight up. But not to mention, you're a father to yourself. So how important is fatherhood to you?
Man, what? That's the most important part, I ain't gonna lie. The most important part about fatherhood is just making sure that you enjoy that, you manage your time right. Cause you feel me, I'll be in the studio for 15 hours. And then I realize, oh shit, I gotta goddamn make sure my son goddamn got this or got that, or make sure I'm spending time with him, cause it's important too, cause he look at everything I do. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my little boy, he already put guns in his pocket and stuff, like, and it's funny at first, you feel me, but it's also like, it's like a reality check for me too, like, I gotta be careful what I'm doing around him. Yeah. Cause I'm trying to prepare him for the world, but at the same time, I don't wanna be no bad influence on him.
Yeah. Speaking of locking in the studio for like 10 plus hours, how do you stay creatively consistent?
I don't overwhelm I don't live in the studio. That's what I could say that makes it easier for me to manage. So it'll be like, let's say, I ain't been to the studio in about a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really out here moving around outside and shit, but next thing you know, it'll probably be like a week or two, I'll just be locked in straight, like next week or something, just straight locked in, just focused, rapping about everything I done been through in the past week or past month or whatever the case may be.
Straight up. How would you describe your creative process in the studio? Yo, be freestyling like a motherfucker, man.
It's different every time, I ain't gonna lie. It's always like, see, I done been around so many different creative artists to the point where sometimes it'll be like, okay, I'll write some, then I'll freestyle, then write some, or I'll harmonize and then put the words into it. Like, I take every nigga method and do it. That's why I'm the GOAT, for real, for real.
Yeah, that's solid. Why do you freestyle so much in the booth, you feel like, versus writing it down all the time?
It come to your head before it go to the paper. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, even if you getting ready to think about it, to write it down, it's still coming to your head first. So like, I learned that, not even just that though, but also like when you recording, you can play with how you saying it too. So it'll just make everything come together a little better.
You feel it's more authentic that way?
Yeah.
That's hard. How did you get your rap name?
ZayTheGOAT. Well, as a kid, I used to eat everything. You feel me? Like for real. You ask my dad, he'll tell you. But like in a metaphorical way, like that's how my music turned into that's how it turned into my music. Like rather it was with freestyles, eating other nigga beats, or rather it was just a real producer giving me some shit and I go crazy with it. Like I've been in 8 mode. I ain't gonna lie.
That's hard. What are your current thoughts on the rap game as of now?
It's changing. It's changing. Carolinas is getting ready to bring a new wave. Social currency is getting ready to bring a new wave. Okay. We definitely like about to show people not only bring the real back with the vibe and the energy, but we also finna bring the unity back. Almost like something that the world ain't seen in a long time. And it's just gonna be something that ain't nobody prepared for. So when it hit them, it's gonna hit hard. You feel me? Like a comment or some shit.
No cap. What would you say is the biggest sacrifice you had to make thus far for your career?
Pride. I say pride is probably the biggest sacrifice, cause I be wanting to drop a nigga every day, all these hating ass, bitch ass niggas. I be wanting to, it's a lot of things, like I be wanting to, I'll go on live and tell the world about my baby mama drama, all this crazy shit, like swear to God, bro, but it just be, sometimes it be so hard to not come out of character because of so much shit that be just poking at your pride, bro. Yeah. And you gotta put that shit to the side for this ultimate goal and this vision. Like, that's key.
How would you describe some of the principles and some of the game that your fathers taught you?
One thing that my dad taught me that stuck with me for the rest of my life, he told me, I was in the car, I was telling him my problems one day. He was like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, and he wasn't saying it on no shit like he ain't give a fuck. He was saying it on like, bro, like the world don't give a fuck. So therefore, you sitting there, you could lose a homie right now, God forbid, you feel me? the world gonna continue to go on. That shit don't matter. So at the end of the day, it's like, not saying that person don't matter, but it's almost like if you sit there and you stay stuck in that moment on losing that person, you gonna lose your moment of even living your life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's solid.
You
That's
don't wanna
too
do
solid.
that.
When did you notice the turning point in your career?
In Orlando, Florida. In Orlando, Florida, that was a peak when I had bitches pulling on my clothes, and then I seen my gangster grandma come out there, man. That shit was crazy. I had opened up for Baby and Tusi. That shit, shout out to them for letting me go crazy though. But this was one of them opportunities where like, it made me realize like, I could take everybody fans and just run shit. Like, bro, like, I'm the fucking GOAT. Like, I could really show niggas this shit. So that was really just like an eye-opener, just showing me like who I am.
That's hard. And that show was during the pandemic.
During the pandemic.
Like, how packed was the show?
Bruh, I'm talking about as far as you can see. Like, you looking all the way out there, it's people all the way down there. Oh, God.
That's hard. How would you describe the music scene back at home in Charlotte?
Man, it's crabs in the barrel, you know, niggas. But it's also niggas that show love. So it's like everything. You feel me? How I say Charlotte, a bunch of everything. You got niggas that show love, and then you got the niggas that want to show love but don't because they scared. Then you got niggas who act like they showing love and really ain't even showing love. They be on that fake shit. So it's just a bunch of everything, bro, around there. I'm telling you.
That's hard. When do you feel like people started paying attention to the scene once again, and like they can't overlook it now because there's so much talent coming out of Charlotte right now?
When we actually, well for me, I want to say New Yeezys. New Yeezys was like, when niggas was like, oh shit, but this nigga different. Like, they started paying attention, see a nigga in a Montclair jacket, goddamn popping some shit, talking about how you put a nigga in a box. Oh yeah, that nigga hard. Oh God.
What does it mean to you to be the president of Social Currency Enterprise?
It's the major role, you feel me? That's a role where I gotta make sure not only like I'm doing my part and as an artist, but I'm also doing my part on the label, and that part is making sure that we stay unified. Or if we got these problems, we get to the bottom of them and figure everything out. Because at the end of the day, nobody wins when the family feuds. Like, that's one of the most important things that I done learned in this whole just experience of music, for real. Like, because that's what Social Currency is. Like, we a family. So when we feud, it's nobody gonna win. You feel me?
No cap. When can the people expect some new music from you, Zay, man? You know the streets been waiting, man.
I got something coming real soon, right after this special project that's gonna be coming out, you feel me? You gonna hear it's a compilation album. And the compilation album it got me, Shaq, Lil Jon, Tianis, and most Social Currency artists too. Like from the Fast Cash, from Jizzle, C Money, to even Fast Cash Alley, you feel me? Like, shout out my boy, he be going crazy too. It's just like, also shout out Ronte, like it's a lot of people, Social Currency going crazy right now. So it's just, we finna bring a whole different sound that people ain't really familiar with and really gonna get comfortable with though.
Okay. What else are you working on at the moment?
What else I'm working on? Let's see. We also got, we got these niggas right here. They really cool ass rappers. They got their own little vibes. That nigga rapping don't even claim he rap. You feel me? Then you got this nigga boy. I'm just talking about he can sing. You'll never think this big polar bear got there. Get it right there. Then you got this one right here. He ain't got no rhythm, but my nigga got there. He gon' vibe on that motherfucker. Oh God, it's crazy. That shit just everybody though, like we family too, just like that. Like, I click B-Fam, become family and motivate. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit stand for. So that's what we stand on. We big on that shit.
Okay. Any last words and shout outs?
Man, I wanna say shout out to everybody, for real. That especially off the porch. Shout out the whole Social Currency. You know what I'm saying? My whole label, I don't wanna miss no names. Shout out my boys for coming. Shout out to God, you feel me, for just bringing me here and making sure that he made this happen for me. Like, that mean a lot too, you know what I'm saying? And I also want to thank myself because I done put in a lot of hard work. I could thank a lot more people, but you feel me? That'll just show how thankful I am. That'll be good too, but you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Tell them people they can look forward to you seeing you on that Tootsie tour too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Oh yeah, shout out Tootsie. He gonna tell y'all bust his ass in basketball too. Yeah, y'all should have asked him about that. But nah, shout out Tootsie though, man. We going on tour. October is gonna be crazy. Can't wait. I'm excited for that.
For sure. Appreciate you having me today, Zay.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for having me, for real.
No problem, gang.
Hey, I had to jump off the porch. I had to show all my niggas the way. I had to carry the torch. I ain't rich, but bitch, I ain't poor. Got some guap, but I still need some more.